Hi everybody, welcome back to Dave's Garage 249. It's been a while since I put out a video because we took a vacation down in St. Pete, Florida. I went down there, was hoping to see a muscle car mania place or something interesting, and I just shot some footage of some of the cars that I saw around. Most people, I guess, keep their little sports cars down there when they come down to use their condo for the weekend to get around in. So not a lot of muscle car stuff down there. The Chevelle behind me, we did the rocker covers, painted those. I made some custom decals for the rocker covers, reinstalled, that'll be shown. And then buff and polish the supercharger. A little project with, found a little issue with the linkage, throttle linkage. I can't believe I drove it around that way for 4 years, but I'm lucky. And update on the Golden Commandos Satellite model kit. So that's coming your way, so please stick around and enjoy the footage. I'll try to put together the best I can, and hope you're interested in it. Please like and subscribe. Let's go. What have we got here? Cayman S. Look at the fit and finish on this car. It's awesome. So here's the installed rocker cover with the decal and my special chrome tape job put on. So later this afternoon I'll probably roll this thing over to get some oil pressure and make sure that these gaskets are not leaking, and maybe fire this thing up this afternoon. We're supposed to have highs in the 60s. Now you can really see the difference in the side that I've finished polishing the supercharger on and the side that I haven't. So that's going to be the next thing, is get the linkage out of the way and then do some more polishing, and then this front carburetor gets changed out. This back one will get upgraded. So that'll come later on when I can pull the car out and drive it and stuff. So anyways, a lot of changes. So the next thing I'm exploiting is these headers were plated with a high temperature. Well, they were powder coated with a supposedly high temperature powder coat, but within a few minutes of firing the engine up, they just turned all white like this. So I'm thinking, I was hoping that this year I could get these things out of here and do a jet hot on them, something like that. So that's kind of what I got in mind. It's always better to plate headers that fit than ones that you buy and then you wind up smacking them all in with a hammer everywhere. So that's what we're going to do there eventually. But for now, I think it's a far cry from what it used to be. This hose is probably going to be the next thing I'm going to redo, and then I want to make a cover for this whole area here and clean that up. So here's what I've been up to on the Chevelle. polishing up this blower. Be a lot easier to take it off the car, but that's a lot of work, and we might lose a gasket or two. So, but interestingly, I removed some of the linkage to get it out of the way so I could get in here easier. I've been using Q-tips and everything I can get my hands on to get up underneath here and clean up around these carb bases and stuff. When I change the carbs out, I can pull this adapter plate out and finish polishing that. But all in all, it's cleaning up really, really good. So, but I wanted to show you something on the throttle linkage, which just goes to show it's like, you know, you just need to get into every little detail of these cars. I'll show you, I'll put it back together and kind of show you what I found. So this is what we have here. And I'm kind of ashamed of myself for not seeing this before, but this is how this throttle works. So there's a couple of things. This is, I grabbed a wrench, I found out I didn't even need a wrench. This has just been kind of finger tight all along. I'll try to get the light in here a little bit better so you can kind of see. There we go. So that's a brass ferrule for a brass fitting, and that was it. So we're gonna do something a little bit better. For one thing, I think I can square this up by loosening up this socket head cap screw here and sliding this over just a little bit, and then go to the trusty hardware store. And we don't want these threads grinding on that rod end, so I got something a little bit longer with a shoulder, and a job for my little lathe. We'll make a bushing that will ensure that the rod end stays somewhat square. So that's going to be the next project there. So progress on the Golden Commandos AFX car. I remember last video I said something about changing it to a magneto from a distributor. The coil does come in the kit, and I've seen pictures of these cars, and they mount the coil somewhere on the fender well, firewall, whatever. So this is what I've got so far. Plug wires, magneto. It's not exactly Hemi orange. It's kind of a bright color. So the next is get these injector stacks on. I wanted to do some plumbing, but it's I just am not in favor of putting plumbing on and stuff, and if it's way out of scale and if it doesn't look good, it just kind of garbages up the model. So that's where I'm at on this kit right now. And also, I didn't understand the fuel pump setup, and it's driven off of a belt. I've seen pictures of the real car, and so this is pretty accurate as to what we have. So that right there is a Hillborn pump, and this is the fuel tank. So obviously there would be plumbing between the fuel tank, and then this is right here is the main manifold. I haven't painted it yet, but so fuel would go into there, and then it'd be distributed to each injector from there. So that's kind of my guess anyways. So anyways, I took a vacation, and I'm going to throw some clips in of some of the things I saw on vacation, but not a real big muscle car culture down there in St. Petersburg, Florida. It's more sports cars. So I'll provide some footage of that stuff too in this video. So anyways, onward and upward. So this is what I came up with. I feel a little bit better about this. This is still, I don't know, a little bit, but I slid this whole bracket over to close the distance between here, and then I have a shouldered bolt that the rod end is riding on a shoulder, a spacer here, and then a nut to lock this up. And so now you can see I'm much more of a right angle on the linkage. Now the only thing is that anytime you change linkage geometry, it means that once again I'm going to have to probably check the balance on the carbs when I run this again, and then I'll have to have my lovely assistant get in the car and push the pedal to the floor and make sure we're getting full throttle, because it should be doing a little bit better, because I needed to close. I closed the distance here up as much as possible. So anyways, I think I feel a little bit better about that setup now. So won't come apart. You know, if it did come apart on the road, I guess just snap the throttles closed and I'd just have no pedal, and I'd get out and scratch my head and then cuss and swear because all the parts fell all over the place. So anyways, that's having a Pro Street car that you just continuously work on and work on and work on and get things perfected. So down here in St. Pete, Clearwater, Florida, they're setting up for the Grand Prix here. This is part of the track. They've closed off some of the streets. It's going to be about 2 weeks before I think it's 2 weeks from now. And it goes out onto the airport. There's a local airport. There's grandstands all along there on the main runway. And then it winds on through town. So these streets are all just closed off. And the condo we're staying at is about 2 blocks away from here. And you can see everything from the roof of the condo.